So my wife and I haven't taken a vacation in a year and some change now, and when the opportunity arose for us to go to Florida, we took it. And the one thing we just didn't know when we would arrive would be that this vacation would be the best vacation we have ever taken in our lives.
Florida is one hell of a drug.
Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. The other thing that was going to be a life-changing experience for us for this trip is that we were going to take a train because we've never taken one before and we refused to take a plane because we're both afraid of heights. So the train was the only option, and it was a fun 11-hour train ride. The staff was nice, the food was great, the service was amazing, and it was super comfortable, and we got to see the country and its glory on the road, which was a really nice, relaxing time. But after that, we got off and we were in Florida. We was like, we should go get some food, some actual restaurant food. So we decided on Culver's because I've never had it before. My wife talked about it a lot of times and said that it was really, really good. So I wanted to test her on that. And so we went. And I got a good burger and fries combo, the basic thing. And I have to say, it was a pretty damn good burger. Here's my tier list of all my fast food burgers. I'm not going to explain anything, but it was pretty good. So after the quick meal, we decided to check out some stores because we was going to have a nice rest day before we go on our Disney vacation adventure. And that was cool for me because me, I kind of wanted to go check out some retro game stores to see if they had some fan service video games. It's just who I am. So after looking up a couple stores, the first one we decided to go to was Cybertron Video Games. Once I walked in there, they had all kinds of stuff, retro games, modern games, figures, plushies, toys, and all kinds of stuff in this store. And it was a magical, holy place. It became quickly my favorite store in all of Florida. And as I was poking around and looking in at all the stuff, I quickly found,
oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, Dead or Alive Extreme Paradise Collector's Edition. Just sitting there.
Might you get that for $70?
I mean, it would put a dent in the budget you gave yourself. But
Yeah, it would be.
Not only that, well, let me show you.
I've never seen this in person, and it's the collector's edition, and it kind of makes me want to get that. I'm looking at some Cold Steel 2 for the PS Vita. We have, oh, look at that. You see that? We see all the Hyperdimension Neptunia U, Noir, Neptunia Rebirth 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God, we actually found something Neptunia related.
So I had a hard decision to make. And of course, my wife didn't help.
Guys, look at this. My wife actually found this. Boba, thank you. She brought this over to me saying you don't have this one. This is $30. That's coming home.
After a few minutes of just pacing and talking to the people there who also knew who Simmer Kagura was, my beautiful Simmer Kagura heart, going to a video game store where people actually knew what Simmer Kagura was and played the games and enjoyed the games and was wondering when the next game is coming back, just as I am. Oh, I was in heaven.
All right, we made out like abandoned. I spent so much money in there, but I don't care because I'm on vacation and it's a great time. But like, man, if you ever are in Florida, come to Cybertron Video Games. It's a fucking amazing place to come.
So a little ways away from Cyber Games Video Games was another video game store called Dark Side Video Games. And I can't see why, because they were all nice and sweet people. So they should have been called Light Side. Sorry.
They have DVDs. They have intern nights for $20, which I still need to get because I've heard it's a pretty good game. Intergrade for $87, which is pretty good. $30, which we already have that. You cashed out to my favorite Final Fantasy. Oh, look at Demon Stone. That's a classic. I was looking for if you had like Simmer Kagura or Atelier or Neptunia.
Simmer Kagura, no.
No Simmer Kagura? No one does anymore.
you can see like Well, you're recording on that.
Yeah. I hope you guys don't mind me
No,
filming.
you're fine to record as long as you're not recording any other.
No,
customers
no.
here.
I wouldn't never do that. We're only here for the games.
That's the important part, right?
Yeah. So this is my first time like in Florida. Thank you.
Don't get my bad side.
Oh, you don't have any bad side. You have a dark side though.
But after that, we decided to go to another store that my wife wanted to go to, which was a K-pop store. So we decided to check it out, but we didn't know, again, that Florida was built different. Because not only is this store called K-Poppin', they really do be popping in there because it had half-side K-pop and half-side anime blending together. What? And on the anime side, they had figures galore. From Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. They had it. If you wanted ReZero, Super Sonigo, Hatsune Miku, they had it. If you wanted Nikkei figures, if you wanted just Haruhi Suzumiya, if you wanted a figure of an anime that you didn't think it was going to be there, they had it. It was insane.
Look at this Sonic. You got Miney the Armadillo.
Waddle Dee.
Ah, that's actually really cool.
Burger specifically, very cute.
Alright. Did anything else catch your eye?
No, I am good.
Yeah.
I wanted to look at everything before.
You don't want a Super Saiyan Ultra Goku? You're good? You know, I mean, you are a big Dragon Ball fan.
I know, I'm the biggest Dragon Ball fan.
But, and you don't want to buy you just want to leave it for other people, right? You know? Because
I have all of them.
But after she bought her stuff and I left the store heartbroken again because I had to leave something behind that I really wanted, we eventually went back to our Verbo and it was a really nice one.
wow, look at those. This is our house. It's looking nice. Look at the bathroom. Ooh, look at the bathroom. Oh, look at that sexy man. I know him. That's Kentman. I know that guy. Just oh, it's a closet. Bro, I would love that. And then there's another secret door. Does that go to the Beetlejuice room? And is this a bathroom too?
Probably.
What? What? Bro, hey, I just saw this guy. This man's Kentman. He's pretty cool. He's just subscribed to Ray Kentman. Okay, so now that we have a minute that we're inside, freshened, and all that, I wanted to show all the stuff that I have that I was able to find at the Cybertron place, which is really cool. So we have Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II, MK2 if you want to be more precise, but MK2 for the PS3 original. I never had this one, and now we do. Now I just need Victory, and then we will be golden for that, the original trilogy. And then next we also got Mega Tag Mention Blanc plus Neptunia versus Zombies, which is one of the things I wanted to get is more of the side games that I don't normally get to see. The Rebirth games are common, but these ones are not common, so I definitely got that. No manual, but I don't know if Vita had manuals at the time, so it is what it is. And the last one I did end up getting is Neptunia Action U, or Action Unleashed, however you want to say it, but is like a Dynasty Warriors kind of not Souls-like. I keep thinking that everything's a Souls-like because everything's a Soul-like now, but more of a Dynasty Warriors game. That's Neptunia. That is super cool. Hopefully this gets remastered for the PS4 or Switch or PC at some point. Well, it's on PC already. What am I talking about? Hopefully it gets remastered for the PS4 and Switch at some point, because that would be cool to have.
Yes, I did leave behind the Dead or Alive Paradise Collector's Edition. I know, after building up so much hype, how could I do that? I didn't know what else we were going to see. I had to save some money, and Disney was the next day, so I only bought the Neptunia games and some Pokemon cards, which I didn't get anything, by the way, which was kind of a waste of money, but you know, hey, it was a fun experience that I got to do with my wife, and then, we just gotta live with those bad decisions.
Would you be able to take our picture real quick?
We got someone to take our picture, and then we rushed into our first ride called Spaceship Earth. It's a ride that you could choose your own future between sea and space. We took a cute little picture. It was a fun way to start off the day for Epcot and Disney. Once we exited that ride, we saw a hero that helped save the galaxy.
Darling, will you sign my book? The first one.
First one.
Yeah.
Boy, my honor. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty cool. And you already saved the galaxy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Off to a good start.
Oh, no, wait, we haven't saved the galaxy.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get to see it. We did the first ride.
Didn't?
We
Okay,
went
you
to
bounced
Spaceship
it.
Earth. Yeah.
Bless you. Wait, you're the captain of your crew, right?
Yeah.
She's the most.
What about that? How Rocket seems to think he's in charge. Obviously.
Yeah, she's totally in charge.
Here you go. Let's get a picture together. Then.
Yeah.
So after that fun interaction, which was pretty cool, thanking him for saving the galaxy and all, we decided to get some food. And me and my wife committed mass murder on this Mickey Mouse shaped pretzel that was super goddamn delicious. Uh-oh. No, sir. It was not actually Mickey Mouse. No, I will not eat another face-shaped Disney character ever while I'm at the park. Okay. Sorry about that. So after that, we were walking around for a bit and we discovered Moana's Paradise. And you get to hang out with Moana, take some pictures. This is still my favorite picture. I still would like to know why she made this face. You tell me why she's making that face, because I have no idea. It was also at this point where we found out quickly how hot Florida can really be. It was scorching. But a good thing that Moana built this walk-through water park that she had, that we could practice being water benders.
I love that it didn't do it.
She's the true water bender.
So that was very cool and refreshing. But the one thing I do love about Epcot the most is that you get to go and experience pavilions modeled and inspired off of actual places around the world. And I just think that's very cool and neat, especially if you're not able to go to a lot of these countries in real life. The other unfortunate part is the fact that we wasn't able to experience all of them because there were so many. However, the ones that we did explore, we saw some really cool cast members there. Like in the UK, we got to see Alice along with Pooh, which was very fun. Then we met Jasmine, the best Disney princess of all time, over at Morocco's pavilion, which was really nice. Then we made our way over to Norway to meet Elsa and Anna. And the last pavilion we went to go check out was Japan.
Oh man, yes.
Wanted to see if we can capture a ho-ho. They wasn't there. I just wanted to experience a little bit of what Japan could be like for when I go to my ultimate vacation, which is in Japan. But we also decided to check out the gift shop that I was quickly surprised to see that Nintendo sold out to Disney.
Oh, what?
I would actually find him.
Nintendo sold out.
KK Slider with his.
Yeah. Tom Nook, I know. You did it for the money. Oh. Now that's a really cool bat. Hatsumikyu. This plushie. That's not bad.
Yeah, I bought this little gremlin. She was too cute to pass up. Look at her. Look at my child.
These noodle toppers of Miku, they're really cool.
Oh, yeah.
We spot Sonic. They decapitated my boy.
And here's that Hatsune Miku.
Oh, that's so cool.
Really cool. It's thick. You don't want to look at the price.
Whoa, $100. Okay, put that back.
So after getting a quick heart attack about that price, we decided to head on out because it was time for our reservations at this space station restaurant that was super cool. Go through this elevator that took you off of the earth and then you sit in space and eat your food. It was all fancy and delicious.
All right, go ahead, crack it. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
You gotta bake it.
What is this, the cheesecake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta crack it.
I cracked a little bit.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
The last thing we did decide to do as the night was ending was ride this Guardians of the Galaxy ride that took an hour to get through the line, not kidding. So I thought that this was going to be a nice indoor ride that we could just chill and end the night on. However, when we sat down, I saw that the handlebars was coming down to make sure that we were secure. And then me and my wife turned to each other and said, "This is a roller coaster," and we were tricked on a roller coaster. I don't know if you remember from beginning, we are afraid of heights. So we don't really care for roller coasters. And it was actually kind of fun. It was not that bad.
How'd you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
It was so good.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Cody, you have fun?
Yeah. Today ended up going exactly my way.
That's good. That's good.
And that ended day one in Disney with Epcot, which was a fantastic time. So we went home, slept, rest, because we were preparing to go to Disney Springs because it was time for shopping. We took a trip to Disney Springs, which is Disney's own personal shopping center with their own security, which is crazy, by the way. But at this point, I didn't really film a lot at this day because I just kind of wanted to hang out with the fam. So we just took a bunch of pictures. We did go to the Coca-Cola store where we tasted the different Cokes around the world, which was pretty cool. And then we just took a bunch of pictures of a bunch of different things, mostly of a lot of Lego statues of Disney characters, which was really cool. But that was pretty much all we did that day. By day 3, my body was starting to feel it from all the non-stop walking we were doing. So it was really good that the Animal Kingdom was only a half a day because I don't think my body could handle going from 9 to 9 again. But at least it was just 9 to 6. So Animal Kingdom was a free and fun zoo, even though Disney tries to say that it's not a zoo.
Not a zoo.
But either way, Animal Kingdom was very nice. I really liked the architecture that they had for a lot of the buildings to make it look like African buildings, which was really nice. And we got to go on the safari, which was really fun to see all the different animals and see how they live. I learned a fun fact about zebras, that all zebras don't have the same
While
stripes.
they're going to the bathroom, look at their stripes. No two zebra in the entire world have the exact same stripes. It's completely unique to them as it is a fingerprint to us. So in a very large group known as a dazzle of zebras, they will look to those stripes to be able to tell each other apart.
Who knew? I didn't know, but maybe I didn't pay attention much in school. Otherwise, we also was able to meet a bunch of different Disney characters. We met Donald, which was a fun interaction. We met Daisy. I don't know what happened to that footage. We met Chip and Dale that was dressed as dinosaurs. That was really cute. And my favorite interaction was me learning the perfect cast from Goofy, which was a very badge of honor. He was so happy that I asked him, what better way to have a father bonding with the best feature ever to be made. There's no video evidence, just pictures. I wanted a video, but the cast member didn't take the video for some reason. But it's okay. It's in my memories. It got pictures, so it's all fun and all groovy. And it was a fun Animal Kingdom, not zoo, very zoo-like experience. I'm sorry to say this, but I lied to you. Of course I did buy the Dead or Alive Paradise Collector's Edition for PSP. I mean, come on. If you didn't think I would actually buy this and leave Florida without it, then you don't know me at all. But, you know, I had to buy this because we were on our second day of resting and buying stuff around. So I went back to Cybertron video games and I got this along with picking up some more games because I just like buying games. I went to go find Hyperdimension Neptunia PP, or Perfect Perfection if you want to be specific. I also went ahead and bought Neptunia Sega Hard Girl versus Sega Hard Girls, which was a really good find. And then I also managed to find the PSP version of Crisis Core for Final Fantasy VII, and now my Final Fantasy collection is kind of complete, except for Remake Part 3. So hopefully that comes out soon. Went to another game store called Gods and Monsters that was mostly a comic book store, but they also had some figures in the back along with some manga. And while in the back, I managed to find this Atelier Ryza's manga, which is absolutely cool. So not only did I find Final Fantasy VII, I found Neptunia, I found Atelier, and we found Dead or Alive as well. We didn't find any Senra Kagura. I'm sorry. I was building it up to seem like I did, but I didn't, and I'm sad. And the last gaming store we went to was called Galactic Tornado, where the guy was actually really cool and chill.
Hey, my man, we're Galactic Tornado Rex here in Kissimmee, Florida. If you're ever in town, come check us out. We are small, but we are mighty, and we got things from old school down to the new school. We go to Japan twice a year. We pick up only official figures, not holding any repros or anything like that, only the good quality stuff here.
He seems to go to Japan all the time and pick up some cool stuff. Like, I was able to find this Cyber Dimension Neptunia, the Japanese version for the PS4. It was actually $50, but he ended up dropping off $20 for me because we was actually chatting and it was pretty cool. So I actually managed to buy it for $30, which is actually really cool. I also forgot to say that I ended up getting this off for $30 off because it was sunburned. So they did hook me up with that because I was buying a lot of stuff, which was actually pretty cool. We also went to this souvenir shop that was apparently doing a crossover with Sonic. Maybe they were just making their own CACs. Who knows? We all have those out there floating around somewhere on the internet. And then we just ate at this really cool burger joint called Snickers Garage, where I had this jalapeno peanut butter burger. It sounded strange to me, but it was delicious. It was really good. But I did take some time to write out this secret code. I don't think you'll ever figure it out, but if you do, then you're really smart. Last day of Disney was going to be us experiencing the world of the Magic Kingdom. Now, all the other Disney days was amazing, beautiful, absolutely wonderful. But it was this day for Disney that I was looking forward to the most. And I'll tell you why in a bit. But as we arrived at the Magic Kingdom, we decided to take the monorail over, which was really fun and insightful adventure because I've never taken the monorail before, because this is kind of my first time at Disney again after, 20 years. The monorail was also really cool and it's fun as you got to see the Magic Kingdom and Cinderella Castle come ever so closer to you. And as we arrived, that's when the energy truly hit us, man. We were in the place, the Disney place to go to. And man, the moment we got there, they already had a parade nice and running. And I had to control my urges because temptation hit me quickly.
Oh, damn.
It's all right. I kept it control. But after the fun parade, we walked around the alleyway, and right there in full view was the Disney Castle, just sparkling and glistening and looking absolutely gorgeous. We finally walked up to it. We saw the Walt and Mickey statue. We took pictures. It was a very humbling experience. We rode the Aladdin Agrabah ride, which was really fun and really cool. We also went on the Jungle Cruise, which was very refreshing because it was super goddamn hot and it was a really fun experience. We also saw Jack Sparrow hanging around, and surprisingly, he wasn't looking for his ship, but he had time to take a photo with us. He's such a good captain. We also ran into another parade. And after sitting in the sun for a bit, we decided to sit down inside to look at this Grizzly Hall, which is a bear comedy show, which was a fun and entertaining time. Then after hanging out with some country bears, we made our way over to Tangle and took pictures with Rapunzel and Tiana, which was a fun, enjoyable time. And also we went on the It's a Small World after, and then after that, we just kind of just chilled around, did a bunch of stuff. And then the most magical time of the day was the day I was looking forward to the most, was spending time with my wife, watching the Disney fireworks for the first time ever.
One day
This is a fireworks show that I have heard legends about, seen on videos many times, and I wanted to have the honor of sitting in front of the Magic Kingdom with my wife while watching the fireworks, which is everything that I could have wanted for this entire trip. I bought a lot of stuff on this trip, some things that is priceless, but nothing is more priceless to me than seeing my wife smile, getting to live out her lifelong dream. And that was truly the true gift that I could have gotten out of that whole trip. On the last day of Florida, the only thing we mostly did as we were about to leave was just kind of drive around and appreciate Florida. Because at this point, I was fascinated with Florida. Like, I was obsessed. And it was just so gorgeous and so nice and peaceful down there that I just did not want to leave. I'm still thinking about Florida even now. And it's been almost a month and a half now. And I wish I can go back. It was such a fun vacation, a very nice, relaxing time. Just hanging out with my wife and family and just having a good time and just, you know, just soaking in all the sun rays of Florida. And I wish I can go to Cybertron video games right now and K-pop in USA. And it was just a beautiful time, a much needed vacation. So hopefully the next time we go on vacation, which hopefully is Japan, will be just as good. If you did sit through this whole video to hear me yap about Florida and my adventures of finding fan service games and just going through all these different new experiences with Florida, with my wife and family, I really do appreciate you guys. I wanted to bring you guys along because you're just as much as a family to me as they are. And you know, I just like sharing this kind of experiences with you guys. So with that being said, I really do appreciate you all. Remember that fan service is your best kind of service, and I will see you in the next video. Be a fan of that like button, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye me.